144 years ago, the government that began to operate on our lands created a law called the Indian Act, and they used this to implement change for the Anishinaabe, to change us actually, but it's not our law. And I want to further emphasize that this has been used till today. It's still active today, and many of us have taken positions to abolish it, to get rid of it, and allows us to carry on with our original sovereignty. Our original sovereignty has, from our language, from the ceremony, from the elders, from the knowledge keepers, our sovereignty has been with us prior to newcomers, and has been with us through the trying times of reserve life up until today. And we have that ability to practice our own lawmaking processes. There's 7 teachings. If we follow the 7 teachings, those would be the laws that we could use, or that we've used to function on this land. One is love. One is wisdom. Courage. Truth. Honesty. Respect. Humility. These teachings would keep us on a journey of sovereignty. These teachings would help us with the use of our language in the creation of a law in each of those areas. This work at Treaty 2, with Treaty 2, as a government, is not about joining Canada. It's not about joining a particular PTO or a province. It's about protecting who we are, exercising our sovereignty, our ability to govern ourselves. That's what this work at Treaty 2 is about. We're learning now we might have to go beyond the tag of Treaty 2 and talk about treaty government or original government. And I think that work will come forth from our knowledge keepers, assisting leadership, current day leadership. But it's all about protecting who we are on our reserves, our specific reserves, and in the total territory outside the reserve, so that we can have a say on everything around us, a legitimate say on everything else. We've been saying it in singularly or individually as bands, but it hasn't had the strength. But if you put all of us together, if we put ourselves together, it would have the strength to deal with any issue. And if we make laws and rules about that, and then we meet with the federal or provincial systems and we tell them, we don't ask them, we tell them, wait a minute, here's our law. Because they've said to us, well, we're going to do this until you have the ability to govern yourselves. But their definition is simply to ability to govern yourself as pre-reserve. But what this process is, because we made a regional relationship in 1871, and it was called Treaty 2. Treaty 1 made one, Treaty 2, Treaty 3. We expressed our ability to be able to make a decision as a group of people in a particular area. And that's what we're getting back to. We're getting back to us as a group, saying, look, here's a lead from this particular reserve, because we're picking up the pieces that how we got dispersed by the Indian Act. Right? So what we're doing now is rebuilding ourselves and reminding ourselves we have the laws. We have all of our laws already, saying, okay, where are they? Let's make them work then. Let's make them work for ourselves.